start laying down, I guess. Most people are lying down, we'll go with that. Tuning in with our breathing. So it can be nice lying down to rest one hand on the belly and feel the stomach rise and fall with the inhalation and exhalation. It takes a little bit of awareness to start to breathe into the belly or using the diaphragm. It's quite natural to do. Kids do it, but we lose the habit. So just tuning into that now. Now, full breath is really, or yogic breath, is considered filling the belly first, and then the chest, and then emptying the chest, and then the belly. Even feeling the collarbone lift a little bit at the top of the breath as well. The part we really need to emphasize is that belly part, because that's the part we tend to lose. Each inhalation bringing in the new, exhalation releasing the old. And here that's relevant in terms of each inward breath is filling us with energy to have a strong class. Each exhalation is letting go of that tension that's holding us back. And let's reach the arms up overhead. Stretch out the whole body. Tips of fingers to tips of toes. And then exhale, interlace the fingers and bring the left knee into the chest. And just draw it in with the hands. And inhale, open up. And then we'll do the same on the right side. And inhale, open up. And we'll alternate a couple of times. So back to the left. Exhale. Inhale when we open. Exhale, closing. In, a few more rounds. Deep, strong breath. Trying to maintain that abdomen breathing throughout the whole class, which takes consistent awareness. All right, one more on each side. And then we'll do both of them a few times. So you can still keep those fingers interlaced potentially. And then when we inhale, straighten out, lowering the legs down with control. Exhale, both knees come back in again.
So the secret of waking up.
So really the emphasis is on the breath.
The endless cycle.
Developing that habit which can carry us through the rest of the class.
The only time that there is the present. There's no time. Only an eternal now.
All right, bring the knees back in. Keep the fingers interlaced. Put them behind the head. And exhale, tap the right elbow to the left knee. Inhale, lay back down. Exhale, opposite elbow to the opposite knee. And keep going. Strong breath here as well. It's a little bit quicker. Inhale, lay down. Exhale, tap. So that's still working the core. Now we're getting the obliques on the side as well. A few more rounds. Is that enough yet? I think I've lost track. We better start over. Start over. Okay, hook the fingers over the knees again. Oh, good. Gentle rock from side to side. Trying to almost tip over to each side. Bring it back to center. Feeling that gentle massage as the muscles get pressed against the floor as we roll back and forth. All right, and let's bring it a bit of forward back as well. Go along the length of the spine. Maybe you come all the way up to seated. If so, just tip back down. And actually, come up to seated. And then we'll stay there, roll back down, put the hands underneath, and come up into shoulder stand. Is you ready? So jump into that one. Try and drive the feet up towards the ceiling and make sure the back of your head is flat on the floor. We don't want to look to the left or to the right, just looking straight up towards the toes. The more you walk your elbows in towards each other, the more support you'll have to push the hips inward and drive the feet upward. And making that straight body all the way up, or imagine driving the pads of the feet up towards the ceiling. Still focused on the breath. With an exhalation, if you want to, you can start to lower the feet towards the rear of the room, taking it into plow pose. If you do so, do it nice and slowly so that you have time to stop if it starts to feel a bit strong at any point. And that's as far as we want to go. Feel the weight melt into the shoulders rather than into your neck and head. It is a shoulder stand after all. A couple more breaths there. And then bring the knees into the chest, lower the hands down on the floor, and try and bring yourself down real slow, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down. Grab hold of the knees again. And then we'll rock forward and back. And this time we'll rock all the way up to seated, cross the legs, pop our hands onto our knees, and gently pulling on the knees and lifting up, looking up towards the ceiling. And so that's just a gentle backward bend to counter out the shoulder stand and plow posture we did before. So feel the chest expanding forward and upward, gently looking higher up to the ceiling. Still a deep, steady, strong breath. Oh yeah. Okay, and then exhale, round down again. I'm gonna just alternate between the two now. So inhale, pull it back up, look up to the ceiling. Exhale, round it back down. In. And exhale. In. Exhale, squeeze down. A few more. A bit quicker. In. Exhale. In. And out. Okay, good. Bring it out back to neutral. Take the right hand, put it on the left knee, and we'll inhale and lift up the right hand up towards the back of the room. So a nice twist there. You can apply a gentle amount of pressure from the onto the knee with the left hand as you reach back, and you can look back towards that right hand as much as what feels comfortable and safe for your neck this morning. Deep, steady, strong breath. Yeah, and exhale, swap. So bring that arm over in front, put it onto the opposite knee, and inhale, lift up now to the left. Couple breaths there, looking back at the left hand. Each exhalation, you might be able to twist another millimeter deeper. Each inhalation straightens the spine. All right, now we'll move back and forth. So exhale, take the left hand over in front, and inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, bring it back down, cross it over, inhale, and exhale. And keep it going. few more. Okay, good. One more to the left. Bring that arm over. Then holding onto both knees, we can roll round forward and just gently pull on your knees at the same time. And that'll have the effect of pulling the shoulder blades apart, and you'll feel that space opening up across the back. Breathing into that, allowing it to go that little bit deeper, breath by breath. Okay, softly release from the hands up overhead, interlace the fingers, face them up towards the ceiling, and reach up, push the palms up towards the ceiling, feeling that length all the way up from the sit bones up to the fingers. And then we'll drop that right hand down and reach over top. And here, just extending out, trying to reach towards the mirror side of the room as much as what's comfortable. And using each exhalation as an opportunity to sink down a bit further. You can bend that bottom elbow. And if you want, the elbow could come all the way to the floor. It doesn't really matter. The main goal is to make sure you're reaching right over your head or over your ear. Okay, inhale up. Swap it over opposite side. Once again, start out where it's nice and easy and high. And then with each exhalation, you might sink down a little bit further. Still keeping those right sit bones down on the floor as well. Sometimes we fool ourselves by going like that and coming off the mat. Stay on the mat and just with each exhalation, sinking down. Inhalation creates length along the right side. Exhalation creates space for compression to the left. All right, we'll alternate with that. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. And inhale, back up. Keep it going. Reach up as high as you can at the top. Breathing all the way to the base of the abdomen. A few more rounds. Okay, sweet. Bring it up. That'll be our last one down to finish. Inhale up. And if it's comfortable, you can roll straight forward and come up onto the hands and knees or pop the feet out to the side. Into tabletop, spread our fingers wide on the mat, knees underneath the hips and wrists underneath the shoulders. Bit of free form movement. So just an opportunity to listen to your body this morning. What's going on? Where's there pockets of tension? Softly massaging it out. By moving nice and slowly with it, it makes sure that we keep it plenty safe. You can do whatever feels right for you. Find something nice on one side, then do the same on the opposite side to keep things balanced. Just keep emphasizing that breath. Exaggerate the breath as much as possible because we under-exaggerate it most of our life. When you stop and really just watch your breath in the middle of the day, we're normally breathing in and out only a very small amount until you become aware of it, and we all trick ourselves and start taking deeper breaths. By setting up that habit of deep breath this morning, we can carry that through us for the whole day. All right, bring it back through to center. We'll lift up the right leg behind us and just point it straight out. So right leg just straight out, toes towards the back of the room. Try and have it parallel with the floor. And with an exhalation, gonna bend in the elbows, drop the chest and nose down to the floor, and keep the leg pretty much straight, but then it winds up pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay, hold it there a couple breaths for the first round, still pointing in the toes. Lifting that leg up, not letting it droop down. Inhale, bring it back up. Okay, and we'll just do that a few times. So exhale, lower back down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale. And feel yourself pivoting on the on that front, the left knee. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Really lift up that leg. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. A few more rounds. Get that chin right down to the mat. Okay, good. And we'll swap it over. Drop that knee down. Couple breaths there. Maybe a little bit of free movement just to settle back into it. All right, opposite side. Lift up that left leg now. And again, pointing it straight out towards the rear of the room. Really feel that extension all the way down to the toes. Fingers spread wide on the mat. And exhale, bend the elbows and drop the chin down to the mat. Holding it there, lifting that rear leg. It keeps trying to sneak down, so keep lifting it up. You can feel that opening in the hip flexor as you lift it that bit higher. Okay, inhale back up. Leg parallel to floor. Exhale, drop. Foot comes up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Strong Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi is that raspy breath that we create in our throat intentionally. It means victorious because it gives us extra strength through the class. Few more rounds. Okay, good. Drop it down, bring it back up. Sweet, bring the knee underneath again, and we'll sit down in Balasana, or child's pose. That's our resting posture. Welcome to come here anytime through the class. I don't mind you spend the whole class here, as long as you focus on your breathing. That's what it's all about. And you walk out of here feeling uplifted. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Inhale, bring it back up to tabletop. And we'll drop the forearms down on the floor, come into our modified dolphin forearm stand type thing. So fingers spread wide on the mat, middle fingers point towards the front of the room, curl the toes under, and pop the tail up towards the ceiling. Couple breaths there, getting a bit of length in the hamstrings. You can pedal out one heel, then the other. All right, and let's drop it back down to the mat just for a couple breaths. Okay, so we'll come back up into dolphin, and this time, with the inhalation, you can lift up your left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, drop it back down. Inhale, lift up the right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, drop it back down. Now you can carry on like that, or you can bring the second leg up before the first one has reached the floor. So it becomes like a floating scissor kick kind of thing, and you get some hang time at the top, and it really is a great way of developing into forearm stand and handstand. Now if you try it out, just mind your toes on the way down, And you don't need to go up very high when you're starting out. Just playing with it. It's definitely wakes you up in the morning, if nothing else. Good. Nice. Cool. I see it happening. Awesome. All right. Drop down on the knees. It's pretty tiring. Couple breaths there. And so that's pretty fun and addictive as well, like our row and other things. So through the day, you want to just drop down, try out your forearm plank, do a couple, or stand, do a couple stretches first. And anyway, bring it up, come back up to the tabletop, and this time we'll curl the toes under and bring it straight up to downward dog, which feels wonderfully easy after all that dolphin-like business. All right, so going over our general checklist for downward dog, tucking the chin to the chest, flattening the back, pushing the tailbone up towards the top rear corner of the room. Fingers are spread wide on the mat. Gentle bend in the knees. Main goal to flatten the back. Chin can tuck towards the chest a little bit as well to straighten out the spine if you're lifting it also. Feel that extension all the way from tailbone to the crown of the head. Again, we can pedal out the heels a little bit more if you want. All right, and then inhale, lift up the right leg high behind. And we'll just bring it into the elbow. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, back up. And 2 more times. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale up. And again. Exhale down. Inhale up. Swap it over, opposite side. Opposite elbow, I should say. Inhale up. So, left knee, right elbow. Or right knee, left elbow. Okay, there we go. I got it in the end. While I work that out, just keep doing it eternally. Okay, then bring the knee to the nose. Couple more there. So right knee to nose. Sweet. And then we'll take it up over top, kicking it towards the window side of the room. Peeing dog style. Holding that there a couple of breaths. And if you want to, you can drop that right foot down, the right hand up, flip it upside down, push the hips to the ceiling, and extend that right arm towards the front of the room. Full posture, you're upside down, looking at the front of the room upside down. Deep, strong breath. Bottom hand is right underneath, the wrist is underneath the shoulder. Okay, drop the hand back down, lift the foot up high, swing the foot through in between the hands. Let's bring it up, high lunge. So rear heel is elevated, arms lift up, sinking down a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper, getting right into that thigh. Okay, why don't we exhale, bring both hands down, we'll do this one. Inhale, lift up the left hand. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, right hand. Exhale, back down. Inhale, both hands. Exhale, back down. Okay? Inhale left, exhale. Inhale right, exhale, and both. Exhale, keep it going. In, lower, and both. Couple more rounds. Strong Ujjayi breath, raspy sound in the throat. Left, right, and both. Gets better each round, doesn't it? Let's do a couple more. Especially that center one. Let's do one more round. Up, down, right, down, and both. Hold it there, a couple breaths. Nice alignment, knee over the ankle, sinking in deep, reaching up high, holding the world over your head, feeling strong. And exhale, bring it on back down. Spread the fingers wide, step that front foot back, downward dog. All right, pedal the heels out. Spread the fingers wide, flatten the back. That becomes our general checklist. Whenever you come into this posture, it just becomes automatic to be aware of those features and setting them up. Okay, opposite side. So left leg, inhale, left leg lifts up high. And exhale, bring the left knee into the left elbow. We'll do that 3 times. Inhale up, exhale back down. And one more time. Inhale up, now it's left knee, right elbow. So crossing over, that nice twist there. 2 more. Sweet, and then knee to nose. Okay, bring it up. And then once again, you can take that foot over top, peeing dog, and you can just chill there. Feeling that length all the way up from the left wrist, all the way up to the foot, so all the way along the side of the body, or you can drop left foot down, left hand over, reaching over top towards the front of the room. Feeling that extension as you reach towards the front. As I say, shoulders over the wrist on the bottom there. Fingers are spread wide down on the mat. That's why we always talk about that, because it's an important habit. The more weight you start to bear in your hands, the more you want to have those fingers separated. Exhale, flip that. Well, not more, but you want to have that habit there. All right, so lift that left leg up. Exhale, swing it through. And yeah, bring it up. Once again, hold it there a couple breaths, setting up our high lunge. So the rear toes are on the mat, heel is elevated, sinking a little bit deeper into the thigh. Arms lifting higher, feeling strong. And exhale, lower it down. Okay, start with the right, inhale up. Exhale, back down. And left. Exhale, and both. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. Both. And keep it going. Breathe together. Great thing about the Ujjayi breath is it binds us together as a group. We can all hear our neighbor. Two more rounds. Oh, well, this will be the last round. So back up again. Cool, and once again, just setting it up, feeling strong, arms lifting up overhead, sinking into that front thigh as much as possible. Keep the knee over the ankle no matter how deep or elevated you are. That's our general alignment. Feeling strong, steady breath. All right, exhale, drop the hands down, front foot back once again. All right, so we did it in our modified dolphin. Why not do it in dog as well? So one option, inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower back down. Second option, bring the next leg up before the first one reaches the ground. Alternate which foot leads. You won't wind up on your back unless you really try to, so don't worry. Just getting used to that idea. What we're focusing on here, feel the weight going into your hands. So don't think I'm just jumping my feet. Feel like you're putting the weight in your hands whilst your feet are moving. So that's what we're getting used to, is that redistribution of weight. That temporary handstand, bearing our weight. When you've done 100, just faint, okay? That's how you know you're done. Definitely good old time. All right, from there, let's drop down to Balasana. Because it is pretty full on, but it's worth it. And it's a pretty cool feeling when you start to get that, even doesn't matter how high you're jumping, still getting that sensation of weightlessness. All right, so let's bring it back up to downward dog, up to down. And this time, do a similar thing, but we'll exhale, bend the knees, and jump both feet forward in between the hands. Okay? So it's the same sort of deal. You put the weight, now we'll jump them back. So put the weight in your hands, and then jump the feet back. Bring it into downward dog, and we'll jump them forward again. So when you jump back, you might be in a plank when you rock back, and then just pop the tail up into downward dog. Bend the knees forward, and put the weight in the hands. Lift the feet up, send them back. Doesn't matter if they get all the way in between the hands or if you jump halfway. Doesn't matter at all. It's all part of the journey, and it's never ending. So there's no end, no goal. Just exploring your own range of movement and enjoying that opportunity to do so. All right, 3 more. And then bring them forward. Woo. Hanging down there. And we'll unroll our spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring it all the way up.
Make sure you get plenty of
Shavasana. Have a drink of water if you want. Yep.
It's time to shift into overdrive. It's time to put your best foot forward. It's time to roll up our sleeves. See, believe.
Let's do a couple sun salutations. So big toes together, heels slightly apart. Arms down by the sides, palms facing forward. Shoulders lift up, roll back, open in the chest. Nice solid Tadasana, mountain posture. Feel the crown of the head lifting up towards the ceiling. Deep, steady, strong breath. Feel the soles of the feet connecting to the floor below. Lift up all the toes, spread them wide, put them back down. I'll make sure we're at the front of the mat. I didn't say that. So we have room behind us, then we'll go through. Inhale, hands come up, gentle backward bend. So Urdhva Hastasana, that soft backward bend there. And exhale. So we'll lead with the chest, bend in the knees, sink all the way down to Uttanasana. We didn't stay here long before because I wanted to catch our breath. So we can have a couple breaths here now to enjoy it. So you can hold on to the opposite elbows and just have a gentle sway from side to side. Feeling all tension in the back through the torso dissolving as we allow gravity and momentum to just work all that out. Just fully dangling and releasing everything there. Okay, now we'll carry on with our sun salutation. Inhale, flatten the back, look a couple meters in front. So that's Ardha Uttanasana, Ardha meaning half. So you're looking a few meters in front, half forward fold, flat back. All right. Exhale, bring the hands down like we practiced. If you want, you can take them both back at the same time and land in a high plank, or one at a time. Exhale, we'll lower ourselves steady with control to Chaturanga, so hovering just above the floor. First round, we'll come down onto the floor just to talk about the safety of upward dog. So we'll look up towards the ceiling. All right, so that's your cobra. From there, you want to straighten your arms and keep your knees and your hips off of the mat. If you're feeling a little bit tired, you can drop your knees, but keep your hips elevated. If you feel you really need to put your hips down, that's fine. Stay here instead, okay? Good, upward dog. Roll over the tops of the toes to downward dog. Steady breath there for the first round. It's going over those key alignment factors. Flat back, spread fingers, gentle bend in the elbows and knees. Okay, exhale, bend the knees. And again, 2 feet at the same time or one at a time, up to you. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, feet come forward, flat back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, unroll spine. Hands come up high. And exhale, back down. Okay, so we'll go through that a couple times. Again, so some of that preliminary stuff will help you with floating your feet if you want to explore that. But also no obligation, whatever feels right for you this morning. Let's go through it. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale, hands down, feet back. Inhale, roll through and up. Upward dog. Maybe you don't touch the floor. Exhale, roll back, downward dog. Inhale, we'll bring it straight forward again. Flatten the back. Exhale, round. Inhale, unroll. Exhale, hands down. So again, inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, that's okay. Step ahead. Lowering down. And before you touch the mat, inhale, roll over the toes, upward dog. Exhale, roll back, downward dog. Inhale, feet come forward, flat back. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, unroll. Exhale, hands down. Okay, so the premise of each posture following an up-down pattern is helpful for memorization. So we'll just say inhale up, exhale down. Up, down. Up, down. Up is forward. Down rounds the spine. Up and down go the hands. One more. In. Go silently. Nice. That worked. We'll celebrate by doing another one. And, oh no. Let's go through Suryademah B, maybe just once or twice, but just to check that out as well. Compare. So inhale, inhale. Hands come up and sit down, invisible chair. Okay, holding that a couple breaths for the first round. Have a look down, see your toes peeking out in front of your knees. Pull your bum under a little bit more. Lift the arms a little bit higher. Sink down a little bit lower. Okay, that's roughly what we're looking for. And exhale. Drop the hands down, lift the tail up. All the way forward fold like before. Inhale, flatten the back. This is all the same as before. Exhale, hands down, feet go back and lower. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. And for the shift, we inhale, lift up the right leg behind. Exhale, right foot through, plant the foot, plant the rear heel as well this time. Inhale, lift it up, warrior one. And, oh, sorry, we'll stay there a couple. Normally you go straight back down. But a couple breaths there just to check your alignment. Rear foot's glued to the mat, knees over the ankle, sinking down deep, arms lift high. Sweet. Exhale, hands come down, foot goes back and lower. Inhale, roll it through and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, left side up. Exhale, left foot comes through. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Couple breaths on this side for the first round. Knees over ankles, sinking down deep. Rear foot stuck to the mat. Shoulders are over hips. Okay, exhale, bring it back down. All the way down, then inhale upward. Exhale, downward. Inhale, feet come forward. Exhale. Inhale, roll up, invisible chair. Lift up, invisible chair. Exhale, stand up, arms down to the side. Sweet. We'll go through one more without any pauses. So inhale up, invisible chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, feet back. Lower and inhale, lift. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, right up. Exhale, right through. Plant the left, inhale up. Exhale, bring it back down. Front foot back. Lower and inhale, roll up. And back. Inhale, left. Exhale, through. Plant heel, lift. Exhale, bring it back down. All the way to the mat, same exhalation, then inhale up. Exhale, down. Inhale, both, forward. Flat back. Exhale, round. Inhale, chair. And we'll stop there. Okay? Chill out in our chair. Sinking down a little bit deeper, try and get those thighs parallel to the floor. Lift the arms up even higher. Steady, strong breath. This is where that breathing comes in when times get hard, not only in yoga class, but outside. of class. Sometimes life gets hard or stressful, challenging. Coming back to the breath pulls it all together, pulls ourselves together. All right, focus on the breath, sink a bit deeper. Lift the arms a bit higher. All right, bring the palms together, take the left elbow over the right knee. Have a look over there. And you can drop the left hand down, right hand up. Go a little bit, that just takes you a little bit deeper. Steady breath there. And exhale, bring it back together, swap over. Inhale, center, exhale, opposite side. Inhale, open it up. Couple breaths there. Exhale, palms back together. Inhale, center. Exhale, sink all the way down nice and slow onto the balls of our feet. Just chill there. So that's a nice stretch for the soles of the feet. You can even lean the knees forward and put the hands behind for a couple breaths if you want. And you just get that length along the sole of the feet, opening there. Or if it's not what you want, then you can stay in the middle as well. And we'll all come back to the middle. It's a good balancing posture. So bring your hands to your chest, close, if you want to, close one eye, close two eyes. So it's a sort of good midway ground for learning to balance with less eye dependence. You tip over, it's not far to go. All sorts of muscles firing down there to keep your balance, eh? All right, slowly bring it on back up. Slowly, slowly, slowly lift. Bring the arms down to the side. If you want to have another sip of water, go for it. Cool. Let's turn to face the mirror side of the room. And we'll separate our feet like so. And just come into a 5-pointed star for starters. Stretching out through the tips of the fingers. Stretching down through the heels. Crown lifts up towards the ceiling. Being the biggest, brightest star. And then let's exhale, sink down into goddess posture. And with an inhalation, we'll lift up, go to the, what's that? What was that? Right? Inhale, lift up, take the left foot over to the right and clap the hands. Exhale, come back, sink down deep into goddess. Inhale, come up to the left, left foot crosses in front of the right, clap the hands. Exhale, sink down. Inhale up. In fact, we could come down and slap the thighs. Inhale, come up, clap. Exhale, down. Inhale up. A few more. Quite a few more, but sink nice and deep and step the leg over nice and far as well. Exhale down, slap, inhale up, clap, exhale down, slap, inhale up, clap, exhale, in and exhale, in and clap, exhale, in, yeah, and make sure you stay nice and deep in the middle or it won't work. In a minute, we'll start to feel super alive. Okay, at first it seems silly. Exhale down, inhale up, and all right, I'll be nice, we'll switch it up. Take the foot behind. Few more rounds. So working yet, a couple more. Almost there, surely. All right, let's go one more each side. Bring it back to the middle. Hands down on the knees. Lean forward a little bit. And we'll exhale, drop the right. Right elbow down to the left knee. Cool. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, left to the right knee. Left, yes, left to the right knee. Bit of a chance to catch our breath there. And now we'll just do it with breath per breath. So exhale, right to left. Inhale up. Exhale, left to right. So we do have a bit of leverage there, so don't go crazy with it. A few more rounds. Okay, sweet. Bring it on up to center again. Chuck in a quick Skandasana on each side, so that balancing posture. Turn. So to go over to the right leg. And so option to just put the elbow on the knee if you want to. Otherwise, we can squat all the way down onto that right. Follow that right foot. Left toes can point up towards the ceiling as you feel comfortable, but they're also there as a bit of an emergency. They can tap on the floor. One hand up to the chest. Two hands up to the chest. Now fix your eyes on one point. Something that's not going to move. All right. See if you can lift your arms up overhead if you're still balanced. Best thing that can happen is that we lose our balance and tip over. That's how we learn. Lots of learning happens when that happens. All right. Play with a little bit of movement. If you're still finding your balance, that's okay. You don't have to push it. But if you, you're going to learn heaps by pushing those limits. All right, bring those hands to the middle. Push into the hands, straighten the legs, swap it over, squat down opposite side. All right, all good. And once again, one hand up to the chest for starters. And then as you're ready, two hands up. Try and keep those toes up to the ceiling as well in the full posture. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. Yourself in the mirror, probably not the best choice. Because when you start to move, you'll move, and that'll make you move. All right, so inhale, reach the arms around a little bit. All right, sweet. Bring it back through to center, or back down. Hit the hands over to center, straighten both legs. Hands down on the floor, wide for the forward fold. And a bit of a sway from side to side, hands can swing on the floor there. Okay. Bring the hands up onto the hips, flatten the back. Inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Make sure those toes are pointed slightly outwards. Arms reach out to the side. Sink down into goddess one more time. Music may start up again. Otherwise, we'll have some slow ambient matrix style dance. Either way, it's very great way to start the day. So feeling into all those muscles slow is just as good, in fact, because or in its own way, because you have to really be intentional with all your movements. There's no momentum carrying you. Every single movement is guided by intentional muscle groups. Still working with the steady breath. Exhalation releases the old, inhalation welcomes the new. Another nice thing about slow is it keeps it really safe as well. You can really push those edges and explore right to the fringes of your reality, physically as well as mentally and emotionally, because that's why we're here. In fact, all three are the same thing. It's somehow easier to be told what to do sometimes, but it's far more empowering and individualized as we learn to listen to ourselves, listen to our own intuition, to our body. And that's the main thing that I want to get across. I'm here with some different ideas. That's cool. Try them out, make your own experience, and learn to construct what feels right for you. And that'll change day to day. Okay, slowly bring it back through to center. You can reach those hands high, 5-pointed star. Straighten out the legs. Bring the toes towards each other and heels. Toes and heels, toes and heels. Come to face the, face the front of the room. Perfect. Okay, come to the middle of your mat. Step the feet out to the edges. Palms come together. Exhale, sink down. Malasana. Staying in Malasana. There we go. Quick crow, chuck in a crow. So spread the fingers wide, hands down on the floor. Bring the feet a bit towards each other. Bring the knees as high as you can towards your shoulders. Spread the fingers as wide apart as you can. And lean forward. So all it is a matter of coming up onto the tippy toes. If it's new to you, up onto the tops of your toes would be a huge step in the right direction. So just explore that. Otherwise, learning to lift 1 foot or eventually 2 feet. If you go too far forward, crown on the head, on the floor. And good to have a block in front of you if it's new to you as well, so that if you do fall forward, it's a little bit less far to fall. I'll just slide that in there. You're welcome. But again, if it's new, you probably don't, sorry for yelling, you probably don't want to go all the way down onto your head on the first day, because it just takes a little bit to get things into alignment to move in that direction. But as we're ready, you definitely eventually want to tip all the way down onto your head, because it'll prove to you that the posture is completely safe and nothing can go wrong. Okay? Cool. And so that was a good emergency maneuver, which is definitely the plan B. Oh no, my battery's dying. If I can get it closer to it. I might have a quiet Shavasana, but that's okay. So anyway, that's fun. Practice that whenever you like as well. Bit of a stretch. Jump into it at home anytime. And let's lay down. Lay the feet out in front, and we'll lay down onto our back. Da 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 da. Cool. We want to pop the knees up to the ceiling just for a quick moment and allow both knees to lower down towards the right. You can open the arms up to the left and to the right as well, as if you want. You can shift the hips to the left a little bit as well. We won't stay here long. Just in fact 3 nice sides, allowing ourselves to melt further and further down with each one. We'll do that together. Deep breath in and a big release. Melting down into the floor. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, sink even deeper, staying in the same side. That's all right. 1 more time. Fill all the way up. And great big release. Sweet. And then we'll inhale. Slowly let those knees lift up to the ceiling. And so we'll swap that over. The knees are going to descend now to the left. The hips can shift to the right a little bit. And that'll help set you up as well. And again, 3 sides on this side. So deep breath in. And exhale. 2 more times. And release. And 1 more. Okay, inhale. Bring it on back up. Give yourself a quick hug. Pull the knees into the chest. Thanking yourself for all your hard effort this morning, turning up, but even more so for all of your effort in life in general, all the successes and shortcomings. None of it matters, just that we're here giving it a go and offering ourselves that unconditional love. That's the secret to releasing tension. And then release the legs, straighten the legs down, coming into Shavasana. So the goal is to stay still in Shavasana as much as possible. That keeps the mind still. Arms can rest by the sides, closing down the eyes. So, Shavasana is our goal of the class all along, to get here and enjoy this still space. When we finally stop moving the body all around, it helps the mind stop moving all around as well. This meditative space that we've created for ourselves can carry on through the rest of the day, and that's even more so the intention. So we can start to wiggle our fingers and toes. Ooh. With that, reach the arms up overhead, stretch out the entire body from tips of fingers to tips of toes. Like waking up in the morning for the second time, twice as awake as we would have been otherwise. And we can roll off onto the right-hand side. So bending the knees, rest the head and the arms. Right-hand side, the right is associated with the solar energy as the sun comes up, firing us up for a nice energetic day. And yeah, taking a moment to thank yourself for putting in that push to turn up a bit early in the morning. Spending this time looking inward instead of outward. And softly push the floor away, coming up to a seated position to face the front of the room. Bring the palms together in front of our chest to Anjali Mudra to close. So this is representing balance, the left and the right together in the middle, the balance of all of life's dualities, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, etc. In union, which is yoga. Okay, and we'll close with the mantra Om 3 times, because as much as yoga's good in the morning, singing's also good in the morning. Deep breath in, and And this is like singing in the shower. We don't care how it sounds. All about how it feels. One last round. And have a great day. Namaste. Namaste. All right. Sweet. Any questions or anything, you can always ask. You're welcome. Good to see ya. Hello, Linda. Nice. I'm well. How are you? Nice to see you here. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. You're welcome. You too. You're welcome. I'll see you later.